Boys and girls, what is our letter this week? Can you tell by the board? Yes, it's T. Ticking clock, ticking clock, t, t, t. That's what T says. Let's take a look here. Does capital T and lowercase t look alike? Just like capital S and lowercase s looked alike? No, they don't, do they? We're going to take a look at that today. But before we do that, let's go through all of our sounds. Can you find your alphabet sounds card that looks just like mine? And I'm wondering, you know what? If you're not able to find your alphabet sounds card, I'll make sure to send home a new one with you another day. Hopefully you have this paper at your house though too, okay? Let's see if we can just say the sounds and not the whole poem. A says ah. B says b. C says k. D says d. E says eh. F says f. G says g. H says h. I says I. J says j. K says k. L says l. M says m. N says n. O says ah. P says p. Q says qu. R says S says s. T says t. U says V says v. W says w. X says x. Y says y. Z says z. Now, boys and girls, let's take a look here. Which sound says p? You're right, P does. Which sound says j? You're right, J does. Which sound says t? You're right, T does. T says ticking clock, t, t, t. Boys and girls, I sent home with you your dry erase board and your marker. I'd like you to always have your dry erase board ready to go along with your marker when we're doing our letter of the week. Let's take a look right now at how we make our capital T. We say, big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top for you and me. Let's try that again. Can you skywrite? Ready? Big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top so you can see. That's how our formation poem goes. Let's try it again. Big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top for you to see. Now let's try our capital T. Get out your dry erase board. Get out your dry erase marker. And I want you to add starting points 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just like Mrs. Carly did when we were at school. Ready? Let's give it a try. Write with me. Big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top for you to see. Again, big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top for you to see. Big T is a big tall tree. Add a fort at the top for you to see. Do the last ones by yourself. boys and girls, can you circle your best one? I think my last one was my best one. Now erase your board. Remember, you can use a tissue or a cloth or a paper towel and just push hard with your fingers and it should erase just like my eraser. Now, boys and girls, let's take a look at our letter buddies. What are our letter buddies with T? What letter is this? L. Here's our T. And what's our other letter buddy? I. How are they alike? That's right. They all go straight down. Straight down, straight down, straight down. How else are they all alike? They go straight across. Straight across, straight across at the top, straight across at the top and bottom. Okay, come back to your writing boards. And now I want you to make 6 starting points. Just like Mrs. Carly did. And now, boys and girls, let's practice our letter buddies. Just like our board shows, let's make a capital L. Straight down, straight across. Does your L look like mine? Now a capital T. Big tall tree, add a fort at the top for you to see. And now make your capital I. Straight down, a roof at the top, and a floor at the bottom. Let's do it again. Just write them now. Shorter roof and shorter floor on our I. Let's say our letter buddy pattern. L, T, I, L, T, I. Which one would come next? L, of course, right? We made a pattern with our letter buddies. Now erase your board, friends, and we have a name to write. Which 4K friend begins with the letter T? That's right. Very good. It's Thomas, boys and girls. Let me show you how to spell Thomas. Markers down. Remember we used to say, markers down, look at Mrs. Grubin now. Let's do it. Markers down. I'm going to write Thomas. T, just like we've been practicing. Lowercase h, that's silent. O, Tom, M, Tom, A, S. Thomas. Can you write Thomas? Write it on your board, boys and girls. Thomas, you should have this down. Well, boys and girls, now that we've written Thomas, that could be your first T word. In fact, look at my T list. Do I have any words listed there? No. I'm going to make my T list and share it with you tomorrow. But what I want you to do is find in your packet from this week your T word list. Do you have words already on there? I want you to do that now, okay? You can ask your grown-up how to spell T words, or you can tell your grown-up what words you want on your T list. If you look at the board, you might see a clue or two of words that begin with the letter T. And then we'll see if my list has any of the same words as yours. Okay, have fun making your T list. You can do that now. Bye-bye.